Yo, what's good? It's your boy Devin at That's Deep, and let's get straight into it. As you may or may not know, here recently over the New Year's, Cenat has been brought into allegations of sexual assault by a female claiming to be sexually assaulted at the party that he threw on New Year's Eve in New York City. This lady claims that he invited her to the party. Everything was going good. Nice drinks, good food, live music. Everything was going great until she was instructed by Kai to go to a room with his friend. She claims that his friend sexually assaulted her that night and nobody is taking her serious except one person on his team. She said she was in contact with Kai about the whole situation until he then stopped all communication with her due to the advice of his lawyers. After being cut off from contact, she then went to the internet with the whole situation and it got blew out of proportion and Kai was being drugged through the mud. So this is why Kai came out with the live and addressed all allegations surrounding the situation. Kai stated that as soon as the situation was brought to his attention, he went to his attorneys and then to the police. He said he doesn't know who to believe, the man or the woman, but he's going to let the police come to a conclusion about the whole situation. He just wanted to go straight to the police to get his name cleared, which is reasonable and understandable, to cut all contact with her so you don't further incriminate yourself when you may be innocent and say the wrong thing. So with Kai going to the police, that was the smartest thing that he could do. And we have seen time and time again situations like this where a black man is put in a situation where he may say something that then hurts him in the future. So with Kai pulling this move, I think it's great. But Kai also said that he spoke to his friend about the situation, that his friend was in pure shock, as well as the woman being very, very convincing and seems to be telling the truth. No one knows as of right now, so the police have to do an investigation. We always see cases like this where both sides seem believable, but nobody knows until the truth comes out. The woman has since stated that she apologized to Kai about putting him at blame for setting the whole situation up, and just at the time she felt that it was his fault since it was his party and it was his friend. But Kai came out and said he had nothing to do with anything, and that is one of the reasons why he went to the police. She said that she knows he had nothing to do with it and that she apologized. But Kai has already been dragged through the mud for her first stating that he set her up. So this has already blemished his image and he is now doing damage control. The lady did go to the hospital and a sexual assault assessment was done. There was bleeding and there does seem to be an assault, if there was an assault, or it could just be sexual activity that caused bleeding. We don't know. We are waiting for the investigation to come to an end so we can see the exact facts of the case. Now, we know cases like this are hard to deal with. The women don't feel believed and the men feel accused of something that they didn't do. There's a fine line in cases like this, and you don't want to tread on it. You want to be on one side or the other. But we all need to send positivity to Kai and everybody involved in the situation. So my take on the whole situation is I don't understand why she went to Kai at all if she knew deep down that Kai didn't have nothing to do with this situation. It seems like a play for money, or it was a play at blackmail, or some type of play just for financial gain, period. There's no reason why you should go to Kai, even though it's his party. He had nothing to do with the sexual assault. Even though it was his friend, he still had nothing to do with the sexual assault. So the police and the internet would have been just fine. No reason to go to Kai or bring Kai's name up on the internet. That is just blemishing his image, dragging his name, and destroying his character for putting him in a situation that he had nothing to do with. And then he has to come out and explain himself. It's just irrelevant. The whole thing that she did was irrelevant. She should have stayed with the police. She actually should have stayed quiet about it until the case was closed, or the case had been closer to the end of the investigation with what happened with her sexual assault. I don't know why people like running to the internet to discuss things like this or speak out, parentheses. So That's just my opinion on it. I think you should handle what you have to handle in court and then come about and speak about your case. But until then, just keep it on the low and let law enforcement do what they need to do. There's no reason to do this and to do that. There have also been a lot of people come out and say that the beginning of her story does not make sense at all. That is not for us to determine whether it does or it doesn't. That's up to law enforcement. But we have internet investigators and www.policers on this internet, so they're gonna do their job. That is one thing for certain, especially Kai's fan base. He has a huge fan base. He has a cult like following, and he's just super big. So with him being involved in something like that, or alleged to be involved in something like that, his fan base is going to go to work for him, as they should. So that's that, and that's deep. That's all I got on this topic. I'll be back with some more very soon. Y'all make sure y'all have a blessed day. I'm out of here. Peace.